Team 6, and this is our legislative position brief on House Bill 433. My name is Michael. I'm here with Sharifa, Jake, and Orlando, and we're going to start off by talking about our position. So we are collectively in support of this bill. We believe that this bill addresses a major problem while acting in the best interest of both big and small businesses. This bill was introduced because of heat regulations made in Miami, as well as changes made in Miami to minimum wage. They increased the minimum wage. And what this bill does is it ensures that local governments cannot make those changes to heat regulations and change their minimum wage. We believe that this bill is a good thing because it brings out continuity and ensures efficiency in the government. So there were a few constraints that impacted the making of this bill, the first being budgetary limits. Governments making changes to heat regulations and wage regulations puts a strain on the government budget because of the complications that it increases. We also had to look at the legal framework that was impacting this because there were laws such as the Federal Fair Labor Standards Act, or FSLA, that got in the way of this bill, causing about 5 months of legislative back and forth. There was also the best interest of workers because this is a safety issue with the heat regulations. That had to be the top priority of the government while looking at this bill. And lastly, there was public opinion. In Miami, there was protests about this bill. However, Florida's Chamber of Commerce, as well as big business and small business owners, campaigned in favor of this bill because of how much it would help them.
House Bill 433 creates one statewide standard for business regulations across Florida. Instead of cities and countries creating their own rules, the state becomes the primary authority. Supporters argue that this makes regulation more consistent and easier for businesses to follow. However, it also prevents local governments from responding to specific needs of their communities, such as implementing stronger heat protection standards for outdoor workers. And as we take a look at the next slide, one of the biggest concerns with the House Bill 433 is its impact on worker safety. Florida already experiences thousands of heat-related emergency room visits and hospitalizations each year. And Miami-Dade is one of the hardest hit areas. By limiting local governments from adopting stronger heat safety protections, the bill could leave outdoor workers from getting this greater risk. While statewide consistency can benefit businesses, it argues that it comes with the cost of the public health and local decision making.
Now, how does this bill solve the problem? With that tension that Sharifa just spoke about in mind, we see the bill addressing the underlying problem through 4 features, each targeting a distinct dimension. Regulation establishes clear, enforceable standards and creates uniformity. The economic feature number 2 sustains a stable business climate through consistent rules. Oversight number 3 ensures accountability and enforcement. And outreach number 4 engages the affected communities so that workers remain protected and their concerns are heard. And who exactly is affected? These are our major stakeholders. It's going to be government agencies, business and industry, and the general public as well. Government agencies gain centralized control, greater uniformity, and simpler compliance. Businesses and industry benefit from streamlined regulation that lowers the cost and difficulty of compliance. And the general public, particularly outdoor workers, they're affected on the question of safety, which is precisely why that dimension warrants continued attention.
So the bill also introduces new constraints worth naming directly. For local governments, House Bill 433 prohibits raising minimum wage or drafting independent heat-related workplace rules. For employers, there is no legal mandate to raise wages. Through social pressure, may still encourage it. And for outdoor workers, the potential for heat-related harm rises, which reinforces our view that the concern deserves a substantive response. And for our next slide, why we support this legislation. There are two main reasons. First is necessary within our government. Regulatory uniformity is essential for business operating throughout Florida. Second is net impact is positive. Even accounting for the risk, a single coherent set of rules is fundamental to the flow of commerce statewide. So in closing, House Bill 433 replaces a patchwork of local ordinances with one statewide standard. It supports large and small businesses. It advances continually and efficiently. And while the heat safety concern is real and must be managed, our team concludes that the bill represents a net positive for Florida. Thank you. We are welcome to your questions and our sources are on the next page.